back home again. And students joining universities continue to grapple with financial challenges as they wait for the outcome of the appeals against their classification for funding. Now, thousands of students have lodged appeals against the bans that were placed in as the government reviewed the parameters for determining how students are funded for their higher education. Our very own Brenda Wanga reports on the uncertainty experienced by some of the students reporting to universities.
Across the country, the process of onboarding first-year students in universities is ongoing. Students have been trooping to the various institutions of higher learning. But even as they do so, the cloud of uncertainty over their finances hangs over their heads. Derek Okoth is one of the students who is unsure of what his education journey is going to look like. He came all the way from Homa Bay to join Kisii University. He is taking this journey alone. His father couldn't afford to pay for 2 bus tickets, a testament to his family's economic status. He has been placed in Band 4, an interpretation by the university funding mechanism that his family is relatively well off. He maintains that the opposite is true.
I've been placed in a band that I don't know whether my parents will afford that, because if you look at even there's no particular job that my parents are doing, because if you could see, I have my mom. My mom is also sick. My dad is just doing this. We call it in our language amal. Tianafanya hapo.
Ezra Kipyegon is facing a similar situation. He too has been placed in Band 4 and he says he doesn't know how he will raise the household fees.
Naona hiyo ni iko juu sana. Kwa sababu familia yetu iko chini, kwa mzae ana kazi.
The families of these 2 students are just a small fraction of those who have complained of being misplaced for financial aid from government. The Ministry of Education has opened up the portals for appeals.
Over 12,000, slightly over. Okay. But as Ndegwa would tell you, some of the students had not provided the right information and they were served immediately.
These 2 have lodged their appeals and are waiting for the results, hoping that the review will be favorable to them.
I think this issue of appealing, they should take it into a serious notice, because most of the students, not me only, there are several students, they are just complaining of the same thing.
While the universities appear to be adhering to the government directive that no student should be locked out on account of non-payment of household contributions, some of the students say they are still in the dark about their loan allocations and how they will survive before the resources are released.
Kwa sasa, shida ni ile tu hatujajua feedback kuhusu maneno ya help.
Students and their families have critiqued the student-centered funding model, stating it is placing higher education out of reach of the most vulnerable, while the government defends it, stating that it levels the ground and enables families to shoulder the burden according to their financial strengths. University students have threatened to go to the streets to protest against the model next week. Brenda Wanga, Citizen TV.